These guys are cute as hell. Look at them. Little squishy babies here. Welcome, everybody, to the start of a new Let's Play series. We're going to be playing more Age of Wonders Planetfall, and we're going to be doing that because I love this game a lot. This is tied for my favorite game, my favorite video game. It is just extremely replayable, and with the My Galactic Empire, it feels like everything is connected now. All the random maps you're playing feel like they're not truly random, almost like you're playing a procedurally generated campaign. Across different planets with cool modifiers, but you can still bring in all of the fun stuff you would normally do in the game with the different cool factions and their secret techs mixed together with the NPC factions, and just every game plays out differently but the same. I mean, it's the same in all the ways that are good, and it's different in all the ways that are good. And I really, really love how that plays out. So let's go on into My Galactic Empire, and let's take a look now. I am going to be using... Now, this planet we finished. That's right. So let's do Conquer New World. So what we're going to do is let's take a look at our options here. So we have Meltcore 2, Complexity Mild. This looks awesome. It's a scorched world. Let's read the description. This world is a hotbed of geothermal activity. Water is scarce, and where other worlds would have vast oceans, there is only lava. Geothermal hazards are common. This world consists of a single Pangea. Oceans and coasts are replaced with lava. Arctic climates are absent. Badlands climates are common. Wow, this planet sucks. I want to play this. Cosmite bounty. The void leaks into reality on this world, spawning plentiful sources of cosmite, but also bringing with it volatile void storms. Cosmite nodes and pickups are common. Void storm hazards are common. Secondary objectives: adapt and overcome. A xenoplague researcher caught wind of your expedition to this world. They have pledged their support should you prove up to its challenge. Each hazard removed grants you substantial imperial renown and experience boost. That's awesome because there's going to be a billion of them. And mine for the taking. The Devar respect those capable of amassing wealth, and claiming cosmite nodes should go a long way to impress the consortia. Each sector containing a cosmite node claimed grants you substantial imperial renown and experience boost. And so it looks like there's a bunch of extra bonus experience. Opponent level, what does this mean? The opponents start more difficult than usual. Game intensity is stronger. Cosmite and Scorched World make it stronger. So this is really cool. I really want to see what it looks like to have all lava. But let's check out the other... lava Pangea. Man, that's really cool. Let's check out the other planets. We have Anchor. This is a medium complexity. So this has high tides. Land masses are minimal. The world is divided into continents. Okay? Forgotten desecration. A host of Heritor constructs call this world home. Time has been fickle for these Forgotten, filling them with both newfound strength and insanity in equal measure. Forgotten-owned sectors are abundant. Forgotten make more demands. Forgotten start at war with you. Forgotten units start combat with +1 essence charges. And this will unlock the relic, the Entropic Casket. Cool. Doctrine Broadcast Network. Oh, +5 Doctrine slots. God, I love that one. Secondary objectives: rule the waves. Each water spawner destroyed grants you substantial imperial renown. Return them to the fold. Each forgotten dwelling claimed grants you substantial imperial renown. Repurposed. Each doctrine enacted grants you substantial imperial renown. The synthesis want you to do that. Okay. So there's high tides. Okay. Stronger. Okay. Cool. This is an 8-player map. Oh, wait. No, I can change it. I mean, I'll just leave it on the defaults, to be honest, but this must be a bigger world? Or they just want to cram more people in there? Yeah, world size is large. Huh. Okay. Interesting. And let's check out the third one. Pessim D. Complexity low. This has a Hopperhound hive. Hopperhound spawners are common. Hopperhound spawners spawn more powerful armies. This is really they're trying to do tongue twisters on me here. Masking frequencies. Covert operations are never detected. Ooh. Within the swarm, they want us to destroy Hopperhound spawners for Prometheans. Yeah, they want to cleanse things. Daggers in the dark. Syndicate want me to apply infiltrations. Okay. So this planet is okay. I like getting these... this will unlock a relic. Progenitor Razor Claw. But I really want to do the lava planet. Now, does that mean I can have... Can I have ships in the lava? I don't know. Let's select Commander. Now, we only have this one commander, so I think what I'm going to do is recruit a new hero, and we're going to bring a new faction in. So in my headcanon, the Builders is a faction of those that want to see a new empire built from the remnants of the Star Union that collapsed. So in my headcanon, originally it was the Devar, but along the way they're going to find other factions of different races and groups that would like to join in on this. So for what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to recruit a new hero, and we're going to do a completely new race and secret tech and bring other groups into our empire. It's not going to be just Devar. It's going to be anybody interested in rebuilding an empire together. So I'm thinking there's some things I've never really done. There's plenty of combinations that I haven't done, but some really strike out at me as being interesting. I really like the Shakarn. I don't play the Syndicate much. I don't play kir'ko much. I'm thinking I might do kir'ko, and I'm thinking I might do Celestian. That might be kind of cool. Now, there's 2 already built. This is Hat, our friend from last game, and this is Chin, Tiltriz, but I don't want to do this. I want to make a new one. I want to customize a new one. So we're going to make a kir'ko Celestian, and so let's just turn everything off real quick. So this person is interested in rebuilding. So the kir'ko were freed when the Star Union fell. Their slavery came to an end, but they lost their hive mind. So they're kind of trying to figure out how to govern themselves and how to survive without access to the hive mind that they once had. So, in my headcanon, maybe this group of kir'ko has like a cultural or religious sort of renaissance, and they've sort of come up with their own way of doing things, and they're interested in joining the Builders Empire to rebuild the Star Union with more fairness in it, no slaves or anything like that. So let's build this person to be sort of that kind of thing. So let's not build Cruel. That doesn't make sense to me. Might build Kleptomaniac just because it's a really great perk. You get the extra mod and you take 10 energy, but you do get the 2 points. So do we want this person to be close combat? I don't usually do that because it makes your heroes die pretty quickly, but we could get Celestian close combat, which give us Inferno Fists that deal thermal damage at close range, Ego Bomb, secondary, or we could do this one, get the Thrax Rifle, Assault. I think we might go with this one. Could also put him in a vehicle, start with an Abyssian plus a mod, or a Imperial APC with a Psi-Stone of Dissonance. I think we want to make our hero a punch boy. And then what do we want to do here? So we're going to have 3 points. I love Data Repository with the 2 random texts that you start with. So I might do that one, and then let's pick one of these. So should we do Martial Tradition? Weapons Research goes down. Once per turn when your commander kills a unit in combat, they immediately regain 1 action point. This is a little bit better on ranged characters because then they can, sometimes you run up and you're not close enough to punch another thing. But if he's got like a bomb or something, or a pistol or something, we can still make another action. Or like a jump ability. Is it once per combat? Once per turn. Wow, that could be strong. Merchant Scion, Xeno Trader. Now let's go military. Secret tech. Oh, that's not bad. Reward from pickup sites and structures are increased, or covert. I'm tempted to go either the secret tech research is faster because that's a big tree, or Marshall making weapons research. Now that's a bigger boost, but the weapons tree is smaller than the secret tech tree. The weapons tree for us is going to have bio and psi, and then the Celestians are going to give us like some random psionic and thermal. So we're going to have some psionic stuff that overlaps. So I think either one of these will work. Let's go with Martial Tradition. It sounds kind of fun. So let's hit next. Now let's customize our commander. We want to go, I think I want to do male for this one. Let's randomize into... Nah, that's too edgy. I can't do that. Whoa, what are you wearing? That's too techie. This one reminds me of the prawns from District 9. I don't think I want to do that. Okay. Boy, oh man, I'm getting kind of freaked out. Okay, this person looks real punchy. Also kind of evil, to be honest. Maybe we should switch the background a little bit so that we don't look quite so evil. A little bit much. Here we go. This is like the dawn of a new world here with this light. Do we want to change the head around? Can you stop wiggling so much, please, sir? Sir, thank you. Okay, are there any other poses that we like? 4 looks like he's ready to punch. Looks like he's ready to go in for a weird hug. I like this pose because it gives off the impression of passivity, but you know, underneath it is like great strength. So we're gonna do that one. The head. I do like this head number 1. Skin decoration, not an option. Eyes are a little bit too... Yeah, I don't like the red. I don't want to do like white or black. It's like too much in there. Let's do like a nice soft color like this. Horns. Oh, I like the front horn, like a stag beetle. Oh, that's cool. Like you can go in and headbutt. Mandible options. I do not like this. Is freaky as hell. I do not want that. I'm sorry, Mr. Bug. There, a nice long face there, like almost like a beard. There we go. Okay, so we've got torso. Oh. This is kind of cool. It's like regal. Like he's picked up some old Star Union gear to make himself look more imperious. Okay, I like that. We don't want a head item. I think we want our carefully... Oh, well, there's some weird stuff to put on. Sunglasses. No, we can't do that. Oh, there's a little spectacle thing on there. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's cool. Okay, we'll just go with that one. Hair color, none. Head item, tail. I'll give him a smaller tail. And then wings. Wait, those are wings? I thought it was a cloak. Wait. Yeah, some of these are cloaks and some of them are wings. Clips through his tail. Yeah, it doesn't strike me as a cape wearer. At least not a long cape like that. Yeah, let's just go with, I kind of like this more simple one here. Then skin color. I do like this bluey color. Bluey. Okay. So now we need a symbol here. So let's look here. Lots of cool options. So this person wants to rebuild, feels imperious, feels holy. So let's pick something that gives like an impression of sun, maybe like this circle. And then I like the yellow banner. Yeah, I think I'm feeling this gray on yellow here. I'm not sure why, but it just sort of feels right. So now we need a name for this person. Okay, so I've decided on Tarvok Skybound. I think that's kind of an interesting idea for this character who's supposed to be like a little bit more scholarly and sort of more like a monk, has some martial prowess underneath that. So that's what this character is about. So he's a little bit like kind of thinner and smaller, but he and more like academic looking, I guess, but has some fiery strength inside and is going to lead his people, his kir'ko faction that's split off to greatness by joining the builders and building up the empire again. So we have our new character, Tarvok Skybound. So now so we've leveled up our empire. So now we can actually pick some more things to bring in. So we'll start with mods and operations because it's a little easier. So we have bio and we have psionic, and we have a little bit of fire, thermal with the Celestians. So these we can't bring in because it's already going to be in or available. Phase walk module is quite nice. Pass through obstacles, hard to hit in combat since we have melee troops. Ironbreaker is really hard to pass up though. I mean, that would be great on our tier 1 melee, the frenzied, because they just go in and just shred things. I might go with that. I mean, that's going to be useful for most of the game. I mean, there's always going to be a melee unit that can make use of this. Operation-wise, let's take a look here. This ended up being very useful. Laser strike is pretty great. Massive impact and burning on a single item, single unit. Let's pull that one in. And then units. What do we want to bring in? So we're going to lack ranged firepower, repeating ranged firepower, at least for a long time. We can bring in Savage Pteranodon. Holy shit. That's right. We unlock some of this stuff with that wild bombardrons. Oh my god. We can what the hell is this? Voradon? Oh my god. We can pull in some really cool stuff. Look at this shit. I can pull in penguins. Savage Pteranodon. We have to do this. Right? I mean, we got to pull in a Savage Pteranodon. So we got a late game one. Now let's get an early game one. Melee is fine. We've got plenty of melee, so we need either ranged firepower. So I'm thinking Amazon Huntresses because they synergize with our bio. Or something like the Wild Bombardron. That's a little bit, it's more of a later game. This is tier 3. Oh, this is fun. This is real fun. I cannot wait to do this. Yeah, let's go with Amazon Huntresses. I think that'll be nice early game thing for us to build so we have some range stuff. So we can combine our melee early troops from kir'ko and our Amazon Huntresses for range, and then we'll have a really great combination. Plus, the Huntresses can blind, and then we can run in with our Frenzied who won't be able, and they won't be able to attack back very effectively. So let's launch the game. This is looking really, really good.
Peace be upon you, Swarm Herald of the Unshackled kir'ko. I do not know how your insectoid emotions work, but let me say that wrath and vengeance do not lead to salvation. The empire
being
that
a little
enthralled
patronizing,
mankind
announcer.
lies in ruins, while you have regained your freedom.
A little bit patronizing. I should have checked the water and land mass up there. I'll check that in editing. I'm curious to know. There it is. There's the lava. That's weird. That's so weird. Oh my god, this is so cool and weird. Look at this. So can we be in the water? You know, like can we I don't know. Why do I start with a bigger army? Is this normal? Maybe kir'ko just do this normally. So let's take a look at our starting units. I have barely played kir'ko despite my hundreds of hours in this game. They just haven't really interested me much, but you know, I've seen my friends and some other YouTubers play kir'ko quite a bit, and they're kind of growing on me, and I wanted to try them out for myself. So one of the main things you need to know about kir'ko if you've never played them is that they have this really cool thing called Swarm Shield. Unit gains +2 shield when there's adjacent friendly unit with Swarm Shield. Many of the kir'ko units have this, if not all of them. And so what that means is that when they're trying to approach their enemies, which is often the case because their basic unit is a melee unit, it does have a single action, a long-range attack with an area of effect, but it's only 10 damage. That's good for a single action from a melee troop, but the real damage they can put out is getting in close and smashing through their shields with their high-impact stagger claws. So as you're approaching things on the battlefield, keeping them together makes you more vulnerable to AoE, but makes you less vulnerable to single target range because your shields have increased. And shields block ranged attacks. They don't help you against melee, but if they're closing in on melee with you, then you may have the advantage because you're kir'ko. And I mean, look at these claws. That looks terrible. So their tier 1 basic kir'ko unit is the Frenzied. They have the Rending Claws, the Battle Vomit. They do get stronger with each attack. So each successful attack of a unit with Frenzy will increase melee damage by 10%, which lasts up to 2 turns and can stack 3 times. So over time, as long as they're in combat fighting, they're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger, up to 30% more damage. So they're dangerous once they close the gap. And they're biological and infantry and light and land movement. So that's pretty standard. It looks like we didn't start with a Transcendent, which is a little bit unfortunate because the Transcendent is our healer unit. It's a good one to start with. That's too bad. This is our kir'ko Hidden. A lot of people consider this to be the best sniper unit in the game. They have this psi rifle. 16 psionic damage means it bypasses armor because it's psionic, but it will hit shields. So other than that, they do really high damage. There tends to be more armor than shielding in the game, and there tends to be more ways to increase armor than shielding. So psionic is pretty strong. They also have a snapshot, so they can actually move up and take a quick shot. And they also have agile overwatch, so they can they can run up, and as long as they have enough action points to go into Overwatch, then they can use their full damage attack as if they had all 3 action points on Overwatch, which is really cool. They have Flanker, they do extra damage when flanking, and they have the Swarm Shield, of course. And they can also teleport. These units are really, really good. Only 1 armor, 45 health, means that these are pretty squishy for a tier 2. So if we can get some defensive bonuses, later on, get a military city set up that's going to boost that defense a little bit, that'll be nice, because any other unit shooting these guys from range, or heaven forbid getting close enough to hit them in melee, they're not going to last very long. We also start with the Unleashed, which is our scout unit. Not much to say here. It's got a repeating attack here. It's got a gunk shot, but 35 health and 1 armor, plus it's flying, so it's hard for it to defend itself. It can't hide behind stuff usually. So yeah, this is a scout. We'd probably split this off right away and have it go look around rather than participate in combat. And then we have our Celestian unit. We start with one of our secret tech units. This is a Lightbringer. These are really cool units. So these guys have an Inferno Strike, a repeating thermal damage attack here. Does extra damage to units with Soul Burn, Bypass Shield, and High Impact Stagger. And they also have this sort of dash attack where they can kind of meteor themselves in and do some damage to adjacent things. And it says full action continue, meaning you have 1 more action after that. So you can dash in, hit things in AoE, stagger them, and then punch something. Pretty powerful. 50 health and 3 shields. This is a more frontline unit. That's pretty good for an early game unit to have that much health and armor, even for a tier 2. That's a little bit higher than usual, so that's good. This character will be really helpful for us. To be careful, though, getting them in there. Now, they also have the Swarm Shield, which is a nice little bonus of the Lightbringers that the kir'ko would have over another faction that wouldn't have this Swarm Shield ability. So they can run up together with these two and take less damage as they're approaching their enemies. Immune to psionic status effects. They have the Frenzied. They're enlightened, so it has 200 morale, deals extra damage against units with soul burn, so they have a crit chance right off the bat, which is pretty cool. We also have our commander here. We've seen this. We have our Inferno Fists. Repeating 15 is pretty good. We've got this Ego Bomb Psionic Grenade, which will bypass armor, which is very nice. And looks like the item we started with is Leg Exoskeleton Systems. We have fast movement and an extra level of stagger resistance and 1 armor. So that's really good. This will make this character great for running in and punching things. We've got 4 armor and 60 health. We're stagger resistant, so we have to be hit by massive impact stagger in order to be staggered. And we have the Swarm Shield. So again, we're going to keep these 4 units together in a little ball, depending on the AoE of the enemies we face, and sort of approach with our sniper in the back, sort of picking things off. Over here in this arm, we have a second scout. You almost always start with 2 scouts. I've never seen you not start with 2 scouts. And we've got these little emergents. These guys are cute as hell. Look at them. Little squishy babies here. So these guys are super weak. No defenses. 30 health. Very, very weak. But what they're going to do is they're actually going to level up to a new unit when it reaches prime rank. So if we can get it from recruit to novice to veteran to expert to prime, it'll actually transform into either a hidden or a transcendent, which is a tier 2. So these little guys do almost no damage. They can blind, but they're so weak that they really should only be coming in to finish things off, not really starting fights that we're not sure we can end, because they're just going to die. But if we survive long enough, then they're going to evolve into a more powerful unit, which is really cool. They can tunnel, which is really helpful, kind of like get away from stuff, or go in. And its full action continues, so they can still attack after that. 2-turn cooldown's not bad. You can use it every other turn. And has rapid evolution, so it actually levels up very quickly, so it'll take less time than you would expect to get to prime to change into another unit, which is really neat. Looks like our starting area is production power on this bronze site. Little bit of research, which we might have to take because we're not going to have any otherwise. There's food here. We might have to grab a food. I'm not sure. We're going to have trouble with food on this planet, I think. So this might be a good one to start with the central biofarm. This food's going to be a bit of a problem. Yeah, glacier summits. I don't think there are glaciers on this planet. There's lava. There's lava. I don't think lava can form glaciers. I think that's called lava. Okay, everybody. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. This will be in episode 0, by the way, just sort of setting up our new character, taking a look at the kir'ko and the planet options we had and all that fun stuff. So really appreciate everybody joining me. I hope you're going to enjoy this series. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. I cannot believe we have lakes of lava. I'm dying to know if I can put ships in here or not, which is going to be really cool. So thank you, everybody, so much, and I will catch you in the next episode.